You have to stop building more emotional walls. You have spent years on years building these emotional walls. At this point, you have created a whole castle around you. But you know what's the problem? The walls of these castles, they're cold and you're alone in the whole castle. It's not worth it. Look, I'm not saying I know how you feel, how you felt these days when you were at your lowest. I'm not saying I understand you. I've not been there. All I'm saying is I have been building walls and castles for the last 15 years. And I've been so good at building these castles that I couldn't even find the exit anymore. Like I didn't knew anymore how to leave because I've built so many layers of walls that I was alone in there and I couldn't find the exit. And again, I'm not saying I understand you. I've not been in your position, but it's not worth building these walls anymore because these walls, they had a specific reason you've built them. And it was a good decision to do so. Don't get me wrong, they protected you from more harm. They protected you from feeling like that ever again. But is it worth building these walls, never feeling again? If you never feel again, you know? Like, are you even alive if you can't feel anymore? I was described by a person that was very close to me as an emotional stone, and the person was right. So the person used to ask me, how are you feeling? And the second this person asked, how are you feeling? I began to sweat and I began to laugh. Why did I start to laugh? It was some subconscious automatic response from my body because I didn't know how I felt. Like I didn't even know what the emotion was. I had not felt emotions for, at this point, 10 years back then. And my response was, I felt good. Then this person asked, what does that mean? And I was like, I don't know. And then I just walked away from that conversation because I couldn't access my emotions anymore because the walls were so thick and I built them for so long that I couldn't find the exit anymore. Again, like sometimes you come out of this castle a little bit, you go behind 3 of the 500 walls you've built, you spend some time with your friends or who you think is your friend, and then after you spent an hour or two with them, you leave again, you go behind those walls again, you sit in the cold again by yourself in the dark. And yeah, it's not worth it. And only when you begin to blow up these walls, only then you will realize how much they have been destroying your life. And again, they were there for a good reason. They protected you in a time where nothing else could even protect you. Not your parents, not your teachers, not yourself. Because you were so young, you didn't know what to do best. And honestly, building these walls was the best thing you could have done. And you did that so good that today you are sitting here alone in the dark on your computer chair or in your bed. You're listening to this, you're watching this. You have 0 real friends. You don't have any relationships. All you have is yourself and walls. And you might now be saying, I have friends. But trust me, if you have built so many walls, you don't even know what a friend is at this point. So just consider for a second starting to slowly deconstruct these walls and see how you feel. You don't have to blow up the whole castle in one day. Just, you build them slowly, you can slowly rebuild them again and open the doors, go through all these gates and start living again. Because what you have been doing for the last 15 years, for the last 10 years, for the last 5 years, for the last year, whatever, what you've been doing is not living. What you've been doing is hiding. And I speak from experience again. I'm not judging you for this. It was the best thing you could have done. But at some point, if you ever want to experience life again, you have to stop it. So yeah, if you want to experience life again, start to deconstruct these walls. Find the exits from these gates. If you need help with this, text me. Follow this, like this video, follow my account if you want to get help by deconstructing your castle, by getting life back again. See you in the next one.